Oh man, I don't feel so good. Oh shit, I do not feel good, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Man, I feel horrible. Hello? Is anybody there? First, Unc. What's up, bruh? Purple X, what are you doing here? I missed you, boy. Pack. Hey, what's up, LML? Jam, it's been a while. What's up, Adam DeWall. What's up, my boy? Jam, you been hitting the club again? Kinda, man. Kinda. It's a strange. Oh damn, he's high. He's high as fuck. Nah, bro, that's not what happened. Like, nah, I'm not on Zaza. I didn't smoke. No, I didn't smoke yet. You should have stayed away from the perks. Yerky. Nah, bro, you know I don't do perks. My boy seeing clouds. Nah, bro. I wish I was high. I feel like garbage. I feel like straight buns, like straight butt cheeks to the max. Y'all wanna? Oh my god, the fuck happened then? This nigga fat out here, like gave me some moonshine, and he laced it with I don't know, probably fentanyl and other shit, cocaine, acid. I don't know. So I'm like horrible. Who hurt you? Life, man. Oh my god, my stomach hurts so bad, bro. Oh, my man Jim has drunk himself down the drain. No, I got drugged. Oh, no, bro. Purple X, that's not what happened, man. Purple X, you unk now. Be quiet. This is gonna be you. Oh, Jesus Christ, bro. Purple X, where have you been? You black bastard. I haven't seen you in a long ass time, bro. Like, I swear to God, the last time I saw you was like, it was literally your birthday. Colton, bro. Oh, shit. I got, bro, somebody fucked me up, bro. Jam is gonna vomit on live. Stream clip it. Nah, bro. Colton, these fucking, I can't party no more, bro. I'm old. I'm old as hell. So you met Fat in person and he gave you somehow laced alcohol. Yeah, that fucking asshole. He said he was trying to bring me out to the fields, but I was lucky enough and I jumped out the back of the truck with his you know what I'm saying, with his boys like trying to find me. They had their bloodhounds and everything, but I covered myself in alligator piss because they got a lot of alligators in the fucking south. So I was good. Viagra pills? No, I wish. No, he said you got jumped. He said no, drugged. Close enough. Jam, you ape lock in and take King Kong, bro. Dog, what is happening? I don't know. We got 17 viewers in here. Everybody make sure to like the stream, y'all. Ellie is so fly. Hey, can you Eli so fly? That shit trash. Old head said fentanyl rocks. Nah, bro, the fentanyl that he gave me made me see stars. I couldn't breathe for like 4 minutes. I don't know how I survived. I think it's because my lungs are so big. When I saw the title, I thought he had 3 minutes left to live. Ah, grim. Bro's higher than Robin Williams got on the stool. That's insane. No one's liking. Why isn't drunk Finland drunk Finland Palu Ball? Give me a like, cause this nigga Grim being an asshole. I subbed. Thank you, Eli. Thank you for subbing. I'm gonna put you on the wall. Fuck, I forgot. That's what I'm supposed to do. But I keep getting so damn fucking fucked up because of y'all. Because of y'all. On y'all soul, y'all did this to me. On y'all soul, y'all made me like this, bro. Oh, everyone. See, whenever I ask for likes, everyone leaves. Drugs are bad, everyone. Don't do them unless you want to end up like this bum. I don't do drugs, bro. Oh my god. Why is everyone saying this? Hi, Veronia. Hey, baby. Yeah, we are here chilling. We're getting. Yeah, we got to get off now. What's up, Gabe? You, you're gay. Jam, take away this moderator role. I need my YouTube short freedom. No, you're gonna work. You're gonna work and you're gonna like it, boy. I'll gladly take it. No, Colton, you son of a bitch. Look at this fucking vulture. Colton, stop it. Colton, are you black, by the way? Because your last name is DeMartin. That sounds like a really black name. I probably sound so racist. Oh no. Yeah, man. 6 minutes. See, we went longer than we were supposed to. So now we racist. So now, yes, bet. Oh, no, wait, no. What you mean, bet? Hold on, relax. Yo, he taking it. Hold on, Colton, relax. I'm sorry. I take it. Colton said, "All right." He said, "You want to see racist?" I didn't mean it. I was talking shit. I really do apologize. Fuck, man. Yo, I can't see you. You blended into the dark. Okay, you're. Come on, bro. That's just uncalled for. Mofo argue with me for 30 minutes because no, I didn't. He's lying. This nigga is lying. Spoonful, bro. You're spoof move. Oh, I can't read. No more drinking for jam. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. None of that. Jam, you look chopped. Yo, I'm drunk and I'm drunk off hand sanitizer, chopped chocolate. Okay. Maybe don't do hand sanitizer. Yeah, bro. Dude, why would you drink? You need to eat something or drink water to feel better. All right. Jam, what happened to writing our names on the wall? Oh, you son of a whore. I do write your names on the wall. It's just sometimes it takes me a while and I forget sometimes because, you guys always want me to stream and you guys are always calling me on Discord being a bunch of okay, no, it's not you. It's not you. It's just damn, bro, I look so chopped. Oh, shit. Write my name. I deserve it. This nigga said, all right. If you subscribe and like the stream, yo, my G, what's up? What's up? Damn, you got a long ass name. Marcel Alvarasa. What's up, bro? Give me the Discord. Can someone, Purple X, can you do the Discord thing? For the record, you haven't. Colton, why are you calling me out, bro? Now everyone's gonna think I'm trash. Yo, everyone's gonna think I'm trash. Bro, you ever watch ED? Bro, what the fuck? Don't say that. Don't say it. Don't you say it. The one in the bio doesn't work. Bro, it's massive heat. Oh, I'm so fucking stupid. How was everybody's weekend? You know what I'm saying? Now that it's Sunday, you know what I'm saying? Sunday, I hope everyone had a great weekend. Hope everyone's chilling. Hope everyone got cheeks and stuff, or if you're a girl, you got wiener or whatever. Um, life is good, man. Life is good. Um, yeah, man. Oh shit. All right. It's not my real name. I use a difficult African name. Is it like or some shit? No. What's your real name? Massive Heat. What's your real name? All right, hold on. What did fucking Discord say? I mean, not. He said, "All right." I'm gonna call you after on Discord. No, I no. What did he say? Me and my girl hanging at my house. Good for you. I don't give a fuck. Why can't I get a girlfriend, bro? Like, it's not fucking fair. Grim is a horrible fucking person. Why does he get a girlfriend? That makes no sense. Life is just not fair sometimes, John. We're gonna listen to disturbing Reddit confessions.
Video, and today we're gonna be getting into something else. A little bit different. Some Reddit confessions, and more particularly disturbing Reddit confessions. And new series I think I'm going to start for the channel.
Jam, you better answer my calls.
This video and perceive
Day one of exposing, bro. Colton, you fuck face. I love you.
Post more videos like this in the future.
Same for you, Fruna.
These are super
Massive Heat said his name is Hold on, give me a second. I gotta read this shit. Ain't no fucking way. Bohale Mokoina. Bohale Mokoina is my real name, dog. South African. Damn, South African name Bahole. I'm gonna just call you. What do they call you? Because I know you don't go by that fucking name, bro. Like, come on, that's way too hard. You can't get a girl, and I got one. Imagine. Nice, bro. Spoof said that's why I only date men. What the fuck? Nah, because brown girls like when you're a horrible person in the UK. So just be an asshole. Gotcha. Pack. Oh, shit. 3-minute stream. Hey, Pack, now that everyone... Hey, guys, we're taking off now that Pack's here. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everyone. Y'all see you in the next one, bro. I appreciate y'all. Scared? Did he leave?
Series. They're all super interesting, and thank you so much for stopping by. And before we get into this video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's a channel's goal to be at 500 subscribers before the end of the year, and I think we can do it. So please subscribe. And all right, anyways, without further ado, let's get into some disturbing Reddit confessions. I stood by and allowed my wife to almost kill our son. I was happy she did it.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
Fair warning. This one is long as hell. Apologies for that. But this is very hard for me, and I've been carrying it for a lot of years.
Can y'all hear okay?
On the advice of my therapist, I've written it all out to try to work out my feelings on it.
You pronounced it wrong.
Me to submit it. I read it, of course, but
I've tried my
best for a long time, and I
I tried my best.
People's opinion on it. I still really have no idea how I feel about it, even after all these years, but I will submit for judgment by the masses. I know I did wrong on some things, probably a lot of things. I tried to do my best by that I could. My son was very troubled. Very troubled. If you've seen the movie We Need to Talk About
I'm troubled.
It will really help to understand what I'm talking about, because I swear to God, when I watched that film, I thought I was watching a documentary of my life. I felt like the writer must have had cameras hidden in my damn house. That's how accurate it was. The only difference is that in the movie, the boy appears normal father and only reveals his true nature to his mother. With my son, he didn't have a mask. His insane behavior was the same with everyone.
Damn.
From the day he was born, my son just came out wrong. It was planned. My wife and I tried to get pregnant and were ecstatic when he was born. He was wanted and loved. We showered affection on him and really tried to give him a happy childhood. But from the day we brought him home from the hospital, he was miserable. He cried for 13 months straight. I'm not exaggerating. 13 months without a break.
Jesus. He
cried until he had no voice left and kept crying. You could see his little face scrunched up and no sound coming out. Totally hoarse. There were times that he would literally be crying in his sleep. I've never seen or heard of any other kids able to do that.
Do I have Instagram? Yeah, it's the same as my shit.
Him, rocked him, toys, swaddling, music, mobiles.
Bro, they're exposing me on YouTube now.
Nothing.
They better.
Worked.
Gabe.
13 months of grading.
This nigga Gabe, bro. He wants the Discord so bad.
Hell.
Yo, can someone send Gabe the Discord?
We thought we were out of the woods, but it quickly became clear that for some unknown reason, he was just angry at being alive.
Maybe I could send you a voice of how my name is pronounced. Move my face.
I saw him grin a vicious, horrible grin many times, taking a perverse pleasure from causing pain or suffering, or breaking a rule.
Okay, I'm gonna hit
But
you
a
up.
smile from real pleasure at something nice? No, never. Not once. He had no interest in anything positive. He was fueled by hate, and everything he did was bent toward that. As soon
Sound
as he
like
could
him.
walk, his mission in life was
Sound
to
like
destroy
Grim, actually.
things. He would try to break anything that came in his range, smash it, chew it, throw it in the toilet, whatever he
Jam
could.
looks like a
After a while,
suitcase.
he figured out how to
Jam,
get his diaper off and took
can I
great
do a magic
pleasure in
trick?
shitting and
I'll make you
pissing anywhere
disappear.
he
What the
could.
fuck?
After a while,
How
he
can I
figured
send the
out
link
he
to
could hide
Gabe?
it and started pissing and shitting in places we wouldn't find right away. Grinding
I
it
thought
into
you knew how to
carpets,
do. I
making
don't
it
know.
even more
I don't know.
abundantly clean and making the house
Damn.
stink. When he got older, ages 9 to 15, he would piss
It'll be
and shit
epic.
in our bed. Until
That
we
it
got a
probably
lock on
is
our
me.
door, and he wasn't able to get in there
Sound
anymore.
like you.
Then he'd just take a dump in the hallway in front of our room.
Yep. Yeah, that sounds just like
biological
fucking Grim.
warfare started around a 2.5
Taking shit
years
everywhere.
old, and he never grew out of it.
I'm gonna play
I'll
this.
try
I'm
to
gonna play
speed it
some
up,
For Honor.
as I could literally go on for days about this stuff, but as he grew older, he became more and more unmanageable. He would bite, kick, scream, scratch, and
Yeah,
spit
this sounds
anyone
like
trying
fucking.
to do anything with
Yeah.
him. He was kicked out of school twice before he was 9, then let him back in, and then kicked him out for good.
Answer my call. You
He
better
had to
start
change
glazing.
schools. The next one
I
put
feel
him in
so
a special
honored.
class
No,
that
bro.
kept him away
Step
from the other
1. Turn
students.
off the lights.
We had to install a
Yo,
door
fuck
and lock
you,
on the
Colton.
kitchen because he would
You
steal
piece of
knives
oh,
and use them
God.
to gouge the walls/furniture or chase people with
Bro,
them.
I feel
When he was
so
10,
terrible.
he stabbed me pretty good in the hip and ass. I still have the scars.
In the hip and
As
ass.
he grew older, he grew darker. He moved into setting things on fire and torturing local animals. There was a stray dog that hung around the park near our house. My son
There's a
blamed
fox
it
in my
on
garden.
what I
Oh,
was
there's
barbecue
2. Go
for.
kill it.
He would dip cats' tails in gasoline
Or
and light
actually,
them on
no.
fire.
Get it as a
He
pet.
became a violent,
Now you have a
stinky,
free fox.
vicious beast that lived in our house. We couldn't do anything with him. I will take this opportunity to preempt the tsunami of messages. Yes, we had the kid in fucking therapy. He saw a psychiatrist twice a week and had God knows how many different medications prescribed to him over the years. Nothing worked. Therapy didn't work. Meds didn't work. Nothing fucking worked. He was like a poison cloud of hate and fury, lashing out at anything in its reach. When my son was 16, my wife got pregnant again. I can't tell you how different our reaction was. Instead of joy, we felt horror. This pregnancy had not been planned, and we were at a loss of what to do. My son had been such an unending nightmare for 16 years. We couldn't take the idea of starting again from the beginning.
Holy
We
shit.
talked a lot about terminating, but A, access to A, was not as easy in those days as it is now, and B, my wife was very
Yeah, they
against
getting at it. Hell
We
yeah.
talked about many options. In the end, we decided that my wife would have the baby, and if it turned out evil, we would
I
put it
think.
up for adoption.
Yo,
We
Gabe,
knew
check
we
that
just couldn't
link,
do
bro.
it again
Ferona just
with
sent.
another child like our son.
In
We
the
had a daughter.
UK, we have
She was
venomous
very
sharks.
normal.
What the fuck?
Suddenly, we saw what our lives should have been like the whole time. How things would have been had our son
This
not
is
been
fucking.
himself.
Oh my god.
She laughed at things. She breastfed without biting. She didn't have teeth yet anyway. But you could tell she was just trying to eat, not tear her mom's breast off.
Oh.
After 4 months, she
Damn.
was sleeping through the night. She was happy. She was normal. I can't describe the relief and happiness that we both felt. I don't have the words for it. This is where I believe I may have started really pulling back from my son. Up until that time, whatever mistakes I made, I had always tried my best to do my best for my son. I'm convinced of that. I tried to help him and love him and care for him. I really tried, but when my daughter was born, my wife and I both instinctively just turned toward her. She became our focus, not from malice, but just because
Bro,
she
what
was
should I
so
get
much
to
easier.
McDonald's?
She was so happy and sweet. Every moment we
I don't
were
know.
with her was just like magic. I understand this was wrong, but
You shouldn't be
we
eating
honestly
McDonald's
couldn't
anyway,
help
you
it.
fat.
I don't have
No,
a
I'm just kidding,
better
bro.
explanation than that. My son hadn't given
Get a
shit
number 3
about
with
my wife
extra
being
bacon.
pregnant. I honestly don't know if he
Baconator.
really understood it. But when we brought our daughter home, he
Baconator.
started acting out even more. I didn't think it was possible, but he took it up another notch. At this time, he was 17. We were having blowout screaming matches daily. Usually after we fought, he would storm out of the house and disappear for hours at a time, or come back the next morning. It was a relief. I started to actually look forward to our fights because it would get him away from us for a while. After the birth of our daughter, my relationship with my son was almost entirely gone. Our only real interactions were screaming at each other. My wife was even worse with him. She just had nothing left. By that time, if our son even came into the same room as her, she would just stop whatever she was doing and start screaming, "Get the fuck away from me. Get away. Get the fuck out," until he left. He started spending more and more time out of the house, which was a blessing for us. I have no idea what he got up to in the world, but we were just happy it wasn't being inflicted on us. As a consequence of our son's behavior, we had invested heavily in locks around our house. All of the
Not
cheap,
because I'm
thin
black though.
interior
What the
doors in our
fuck?
home had been replaced with
I'm at
thick,
wow, bruh.
dense wood doors that couldn't be kicked through, equipped with keyed locks that my wife and I carried keys to. I know it sounds extreme, but locks and heavy doors were the best way we had found to create safe spaces from them. And again, before I'm undated with messages, I was not locking my son in rooms like a prisoner. He had free reign of the house and could come and go as he pleased. My wife and I would lock ourselves in rooms to protect ourselves from him. If anything, we were the prisoners in our own home. On the day in question, I had fought with my son in the morning, and he had left the house in a rage. My wife and I were enjoying some peace and quiet in the kitchen while our daughter napped in our bedroom.
Fuck.
And then my daughter began crying. Any parent who has young children can tell you, you get used to your child's cries.
Yo, it says I
After a
can't
while,
message
what
until
they
you follow me
need.
back.
They cry
That's
differently
not
if they're
true.
hungry,
That's not
or
true.
need changing, or are just restless and want to be held. Babies
What happened to
can
3
communicate
minutes?
pretty well before they can speak. The cry was none of those things. This
No,
cry
I
was
don't got
terror.
Discord on my
The
iPad,
second
bro.
we heard it, my
I don't
wife
know
and
why
I were
my
both
iPad
up
don't
out
work.
of our chairs
It's a
and running to
different
the
Apple
room.
ID,
The
and I
door
don't know
was
the
locked, of
password, so
course.
I can't
It
really
took a few
download
seconds
shit
to
on
get
it,
the
bro.
right key to get it open. My son was in the room.
Sorry.
We lived in a bungalow, and the bastard had climbed in the window to get her. He was standing over her crib with a steak knife in his hand. I have no idea where he got it. It wasn't one of ours. We controlled our knives very carefully and always kept them in locked drawers. I think he may have stolen it from one of our neighbors' houses. He had broken her skin twice already, once in the belly area and once on her arm. I could see blood running down. When I entered the room, he was dragging the back of the knife down her face, not cutting, almost tickling her with it, teasing her while she screamed. He looked up at us and smiled. Before I knew what I was doing, I was already moving, running to put myself between them. I didn't think about it. I just moved instinctively. Even with that, my wife got there faster. It was like a movie on fast forward. She got to our son and bashed his hand away, knocking the knife across the room, and then shoved him with her whole body weight, so hard that he flew away from the crib and bounced off the wall.
This
I
nigga
picked
is
up my
Cam.
daughter and held her while my wife screamed us. I could see her shaking, almost convulsing. I can remember the smell of the room, the sound of my daughter screaming and wailing. The look of my son's face as he stood there, just nothing. Blank. Dead. There was nothing in his eyes. No emotion. He looked like an alien to me. I watched my wife take a step forward. I could have reached out and stopped her, but I didn't. She stepped forward again, very close to him. I could have stopped her again, but I didn't. She waited, looking at him for maybe 3 to 5 seconds, without moving, and then she punched him in the face. Now, until this point, you may have been picturing my wife as a typical woman, small frame, dainty, delicate. This is not the case. My wife does have a small frame, but dainty and delicate she is not.
Damn.
Never has she been since I've known her. Since her early teens, my wife has been a boxer. MMA didn't exist back then, but karate and boxing were big in those days, and my wife was a very talented amateur. She was about 130 pounds. She carried a lot of muscle, and she knew how to punch. I had 70
Son of a
pounds on her
bitch.
back then, and I have no doubt that in a real fight between me and her, she could have and would have pounded me flat. Neither of us had ever laid a hand on our son in anger before, but something broke in her that day. And all the years of anger, pain, and sorrow and frustration just came pouring out. When she hit him, his head snapped back, and blood started pouring out of his nose. He hardly reacted. He just looked at her with this shocked expression like he didn't know how to process what had just happened. She waited another second, and then she hit him again.
Bye, Colton.
I could have reached out and stopped her. I could have dragged her out of the room.
Gotta
taken her away,
join
calmed
Jam's
her.
game and
I
leave.
didn't.
Let me stop.
I just stood there and watched him while she
I don't got a
systematically
new
started
Jan.
to pound him to a pulp.
Scream
Every
pure,
time he
bro.
brought his hands to cover one part, she would blast him somewhere else. Body, head, over and over. He started screaming, crying out, yelling for her to stop. It's the most genuine reaction I'd ever seen him have to anything in his whole life. But she wasn't stopping. I watched her ramping up, hitting harder, faster, working him like a heavy bag.
Y'all
He
hear
tried to
this
swing
shit?
at her, and she slipped him easily. She was on autopilot, sinking down into her training. I stood there watching for a minute. Then I turned my back on them and took my daughter out of the room. I brought my daughter to the kitchen and gave her a bath in the sink. I found that he had cut her a third time on the sole of her foot. All the cuts were superficial. I cleaned her up and held her until she calmed. I put polysporin and band-aids on her cuts. In our bedroom, I could hear my son screaming, calling my wife horrible names, telling her he would cut her head off and F her corpse. After a while, I didn't hear him saying anything anymore. Didn't even hear him crying out. I assumed that he must have been knocked out, but I could still hear her beating him. That went on for a long time, long enough for my daughter to drift off to sleep in my arms. I just sat at the kitchen table waiting for her to finish. Finally, she came out and sat down across from me. Her hands were swollen and red. Her face and arms were splattered with blood. Her chest was heaving. We just stared at each other without saying anything. After a while, I asked her, "Is he dead?" She looked back at me and answered, "I fucking hope so." I nodded. That was all there was to say about that. I understood how she felt perfectly. I felt the same. I didn't know what to do. So we just sat there waiting silently.
This is
Eventually, my wife
grim,
started
bro.
crying and went to go take a shower.
This is grim.
I just
This is
stayed
Grim's
where I
life
was,
story.
holding our daughter. After a long while, I heard her moaning and sobbing coming from her room. It turned out that my son wasn't dead. I went in to see how bad it was, and it was pretty bad. I've never seen a more merciless beating laid out onto anyone, before or since. He was lying on the floor, rolling around with blood leaking out of his face, lying in a pool of vomit. His nose was squashed flat out across his face. Both of his eyes were completely swollen shut and starting to blacken already. I could see that a couple of his fingers were bent out at weird angles, and he had pissed his pants. I think he must have been missing teeth, but I couldn't see any on the floor, and I couldn't see it inside his mouth. His lips were all puffed up and swollen. From talking to my wife about it later, I know now that she had systematically beaten every part of his body, focusing heavily on his legs. She told me she kicked him in the groin repeatedly until her legs got tired, and had kept beating his body long after he had passed out. When my wife came out of our shower, I still didn't know what to do about her son. I didn't know whether to call the police or an ambulance, take him to the hospital myself. I honestly didn't have any idea what to do. After a while, I realized that I simply didn't care what happened to him anymore.
What the fuck are
We
you
decided to
listening,
just
bro?
let him
This
live
shit
or
is
die
turning
his
me
own.
on.
There was an in-law suite in the basement that we had never really used, and my wife, my daughter, and I just moved down
I think
there.
this guy's name
We
is
simply
Christian.
ceded
Let me
the
see.
top floor of the house to my son and locked everything down. Separated our lives entirely. There was plenty of food in the upstairs cabinets, enough for a couple of weeks or more. He had a washroom and bedrooms to use. We had a washroom in the basement, a small kitchenette, and a separate entrance so we could just stop going upstairs. We just decided we were done with him. I figured we'd let his food run out and see what happened next. Over the next week, we could hear him moving around upstairs sometimes. I think he just spent most of his time lying in bed recovering. I went to work watching on high alert in case he attacked me in the driveway. But he never did. My wife stayed home with our daughter. She was never out of our sight. One night, we heard him going ballistic, smashing things and banging. We didn't respond. He never tried to get downstairs or get near us, though. I think he was afraid that if he got near us again, my wife might finish the job on him.
Hello?
After 3 weeks down in the basement, we hadn't heard anything from up above for a few days, and I ventured upstairs to the main floor of the house. The place was demolished, and there was no sign of my son.
Hello?
He was gone. It took months to repair
Are you
the damage
coming?
he had done and get the main floor back to normal again. There was food and shit smeared all over the walls and broken glass on the floor, big holes in the drywall. He had ripped the place apart. He tore up the linoleum in a corner of the kitchen and emptied an
Oh,
entire
fuck, you got
foam
me
fire
killed.
extinguisher into
What
the
did Fat
living
say?
room.
Is Fat
I
talking
feel
gay?
thankful that he didn't burn the house down with
He didn't
us,
say
but
anything.
I'm honestly not sure why he didn't. The kid wasn't
Bro,
sure
y'all
why
hearing
that
this
was on
shit?
Fire. After that, I lived in fear every day that he would come back, that he would ambush us out of the blue and try to kill us.
You didn't say anything
He
in
moved
chat.
the
It
house
probably
out
got.
about 3
It was
years
probably so
later,
bad.
and I finally stopped being afraid
Larita.
that he would show up again.
Hey,
As now we
hey,
had no idea where we
hey.
were. I finally felt safe from him. All this happened a long time ago. My
I
son was
can't
born in the
find it.
spring of 1971. My daughter was born in 88. I'm an old man now. I'll be 70 this year.
You probably said the
And my
N-word,
wife
huh?
passed from cancer in 2016.
What'd you
My
say?
daughter's 31 now. I moved in with her and her husband after my wife passed. I've got 2 granddaughters, and they are the joy of my life. I see a therapist a couple times a month to talk about this. I don't know where my son is. The last time I saw him,
I never would
he
say
was
that,
lying on
bro.
the floor of
I'm
a
glad they
bedroom,
took it out. So,
bleeding and smashed. I haven't heard from him since he left. More than 30 years
hell yeah,
ago.
that's my girl,
I
man.
don't
She
want
gonna
to.
get on your
I carry
ass
a lot of guilt
anytime.
from that time and a lot of conflicted emotions. I didn't beat him myself, but I allowed him to be
You
beaten.
subscribe.
And I
How's
think
it
he
going,
deserved
Jam Fam?
it. I was happy
Is he
it
in the
happened.
fucking building?
I didn't try to kill him,
Hop on front her.
but I would have been happy if he
Fat bitch.
died.
Why
I
are
will
you
say
not on
that I
front
do
her?
hope he was able to overcome his demons and go live a
It's
normal
okay.
life
It's
somewhere.
okay, but don't ever do that
If
shit
he
again.
wasn't able to do that, if he stayed the way he was, then I truly do hope someone out
No
there
laugh.
killed him.
No laugh. Fuck that.
When I
I
knew
mean
him,
that
he was
shit.
a rabid dog. In whichever way it went, I just hope he
Fucking
isn't still out
white.
there hurting anyone
I mean,
else.
oh, we're on live.
I'm dying, but haven't told
There
anyone.
you are.
I was diagnosed with cancer a little over 2 weeks ago, after a regular checkup.
A chicken
Turns
taco
out
with
I have a
tomatoes.
tumor on my colon that has spread to other areas, liver and lung so far, and will require extensive chemo
you
and
about to say
surgery
something racist.
for any chance to live longer than 8 months. I'm not having any treatment, and I haven't told my wife because she'll only pressure me to get the treatment.
Cringe as fuck. I shouldn't have
which
said that.
results in months
Bruh,
of pain
come on
and
now.
suffering for a
Jam
relatively
Fam is
small
not cringe.
chance. Instead, I'm making sure our last few months together are filled with only happy memories. I'm starting to work later and finishing earlier in the day, to make her breakfast in bed and take her on dates in the evenings. My landlord I rent my workshop from has agreed to let me run my business rent-free for the next 6 months, which means significantly less financial stress, and I can save a lot more. So she has somebody to carry her over afterwards. I hope she'll forgive me for taking this path.
That's all right, man.
When I was 16, I took my family pet to the vet. Found out he was terminally ill and never told anyone. I'm the eldest of 4 kids in a family of 6, and growing up we had a beautiful albino chinchilla named Dusty. Dusty was an awesome little pet
I had to go to work.
as a kid. Very sweet. Never bit anyone. Loved to cuddle and run around digging tunnels in the bed sheets. He had this really big cage in our guest bedroom that was connected to my room, and every time someone
You're
walked
such a
past his
bitch.
cage,
Oh my God.
he'd run to the gate hoping to be taken out. If you opened the gate, he would just hop right into your
Loretta,
hand.
I'm munching on some chicken, man.
Great pet. So about 3 days after I got my driver's license as a
I'm
16-year-old, I noticed that one of Dusty's eyes were tearing a little bit, which I hadn't seen
Mr.
happen before.
325 pounds.
Feeling like a brand new adult with my new driver's license, I decided to take it upon myself to bring him to the vet and see what was up. So I put him into a brown paper grocery bag with his favorite blanket, made some air holes, stapled it shut, and strapped him into the passenger seat of my family's van. Fast forward maybe a half hour, and I'm sitting in the vet's office
small.
holding Dusty,
Fat
feeling
little.
like the most responsible
Nope,
adult ever.
that's
The
5'10".
vet is an exotic animals vet and takes a look at him. They ask to do an X-ray.
Is he? Yeah, she's
So
what?
she sedates him.
Man, I say everyone I'm
does the
6'3".
X-ray, hands him back to me, and leaves the room. Adult level 9,000 as I sit petting him until he wakes back up. So the vet comes back in and sits next to me on a little bench in the checkup room and starts petting him in my lap. Just telling me how wonderful he is. and how
Everyone
lucky
tap
I
the
am to
screen and
have
show
such a
some
great
love and
little pet.
positivity. If you don't
Asking
have
me
nothing
my
to say,
favorite
please
memories
leave
of
the
him,
live.
all this.
Lol, not the
So
burp.
we were
Ah,
talking,
come
and
on,
finally
bruh.
I asked her something like, okay, so how much do chinchilla eye drops cost?
Nah, she
Because
said my burp
I've got
sounded
to get
like
going,
AIDS.
and she smiled gently, saying something like, I wish eye drops could fix this. She gives me a hug and starts to explain. Dusty was not
Oh,
bred
you left my
responsible.
stream?
Had some kind of internal deformity involving the roots of his teeth putting
I don't
pressure
know
on his
how.
eyes
How
and
should
brain.
I? Yo,
This
chat.
would
Should we
eventually
get off stream
cause an
today?
early death. I couldn't believe it. I remember starting to cry and putting Dusty back in his grocery bag
Because
with
this
his
fucking
blanket and
motherfucker
asking
used
if the
me.
vet had a stapler I
He
could use
doesn't
to
even
close
want
it
to stream
again.
with me.
I paid cash to the receptionist for my babysitting money and got into my car crying all the way home. When I got home, I sat in the car for a while in the garage trying to gather
Call me
myself
daddy.
as Dusty chewed on his bag. Looking back, I'm not really sure why, but in the car I decided not to tell my family the news. The vet said Dusty wasn't in pain despite him tearing an eye, and we wouldn't have
Who's
to put
talking
him
shit in
down.
chat?
She didn't know how long exactly he had left, but guessed maybe a year. I guess I figured I didn't want my family to be sad every time they played with him or passed by his cage, knowing his time was limited.
Holy
I
shit.
wanted the rest of his
No.
little life to be normal. Eventually,
Any glaze?
I brought him back into the house and put him into this cage. I went later that day to Petco and bought rodent eye drops as a cover-up, and proudly told my family that night how I bought Dusty to the vet to check his eye and lied,
Yes, I got
saying
him.
the doctor gave me eye drops and told me eye irritation is common in chinchillas. Dusty lived 3 more years after
Damn,
that,
bro.
2 years longer than the vet had expected. He passed away just shy of his
He
10th
burped
birthday.
again, y'all. No burping.
On the morning he
Come on,
passed,
y'all.
I told my dad what had actually happened at the vet. He told me I was so much more of an adult than I knew. I'm responsible for the deaths of several people. Around 4 years ago, I was a vendor on the dark net, It was a
Yo,
relatively
is Fat
short-lived
banned,
thing.
everybody?
I was just doing it because I was too lazy to get a job, and at the time, didn't want to settle for the 9-to-5 thing. I wanted to start my own business and use the drug money as a startup. I've been using myself for years. Along with that, I met lots of people with the dealing scene, and eventually started dealing myself. I have a
Got
lot
you,
of
you fucking
anxiety,
whore.
though, so I
Oh,
hated
shit.
meeting up with people in parking lots, and I definitely didn't want anyone to know where I lived. That's when I read about the Silk Road, and Ross Ulbricht being caught. Got obsessed with the idea of it. Got obsessed with learning OPSEC. All with the goal of eventually using my connections to start up my
What do you mean
store.
you're scared to hit the damn?
Well, after a couple of months,
Yo, Yo, Grim, if you call me again while I'm streaming, I'm literally gonna kick you out the fucking shit. Don't ever do that
I
again.
came into this town only once a week, but he had fucking anything I wanted.
I'm not even playing with you. Don't do that shit.
LSD, mushrooms. Powder. Story short, my Excel fucked up, or I fucked up, and about 7 people's mescaline orders were filled in as fentanyl orders. They all went out. I didn't notice and kept doing my thing for a few days. After about 5 days, someone contacted me and told me their friend died from my mescaline. I immediately called bullshit. Went to check my how much I had of my mescaline left.
Grim,
Well,
I'm gonna ban you.
11
I ain't gonna
grams
lie.
more than I should have. I still don't know how the fuck
That shit not even funny,
happened.
twin.
I wasn't a user, but I was.
I don't ever fuck around like that.
I went to check my order log.
I don't ever fuck around like that, bro. You do that shit again, you're banned forever. Don't ever do that shit. Don't ever do that shit again, bro.
No one that had purchased mescaline that day had finalized their orders.
If you fuck up my stream, I will ban you for the rest of eternity.
And none of them had logged in for at least 3 days. Most 2 days. I immediately deactivated my vendor account. I didn't even need confirmation. I knew what happened. I knew I just killed several people. I sold the rest of my drugs, converted my
analytics
cash,
and dumbass.
moved the fuck away. Didn't speak to anyone for weeks. Found a job in a restaurant, living in a city I always wanted to. Haven't touched drugs since that day. I haven't had anything to do with that life since then.
Cause my channel, cause it's my
every night. I
mean, it's my viewers. Most of my viewers are like,
I was able
you know
to
what I'm
find
saying?
info on 4 customers that definitely died. 1 customer shared it with a
That's
friend.
not true.
They both died. I don't know why I'm even posting this, mainly because I have no one to tell.
Grim, we could play this game, or you could just be like, my bad.
Clocking into work, clocking out of work.
Oh, yo, I'm banning this nigga. I will ban this nigga.
I'm a complete recluse.
I will ban this nigga, bro.
People I used to know have distanced themselves immensely.
Don't ever do that shit again.
Because I'm a shell of my former self.
I already unadded this nigga on Discord for that, cause ain't no fucking way.
Tell a therapist about this? I don't feel like I deserve to be alive. Am I really living anyway? I don't even know anymore. Maybe this will help me feel better. I called my mom, who I thought was an
drugged. You mean dragged?
An affair on my dad. Now I can't stand her and see her for the sociopath she is. I grew up loving my mother dearly, as most sons.
Larita, if he calls my phone, we can't stream. I don't think you understand that.
And was someone I strove to be like when I was young. However,
don't defend him. Don't defend him. Don't defend him. Don't defend him, bro.
And within the past 3 years, I have come to despise her. She is
have a good night, bro. Jam, how was my day? Man, it was shit, bro. I didn't even want to. Man, I felt so bad today.
25 years. It's weird how you don't really know your parents until you become an adult. This will be long.
Son of a bitch.
Just one person gets through it, then it was worth writing. I just need to get this off my chest. My parents are in their late 50s. My dad is very successful, owner of his own business, and is an all-around good guy. Great father to my sisters and I, and is a way better husband than my mom deserves.
No, I'm not answering you. I'm not answering you at all.
When in
no.
sophomore year, my mom literally pulled a girl out of his Jeep and got in because she
I'll text you. I'll send you a text. I'm not. No, I'm pissed off at you. Fuck no.
Any honeydew list he got, he did it. Anything my mother wanted, she got.
Yeah, bro, because he did it twice. He didn't do it just once.
They
And I
went
told
into
his fucking ass not to do it.
$90,000 in debt when I was 13 because my mom wanted a big house, Mercedes, and other crap they couldn't afford at the time.
Nah, I gotta teach him a fucking
We went
lesson.
on
Ain't no
expensive
way.
vacations that she planned. We ate at nice restaurants we couldn't afford. And the only thing my dad understood as
For the
grandpa
N-word.
was that he gets to deer hunt with the guys 3 weekends a year, which my mom still bitched about being left out of. She has always had to be the center of whatever he does in his life. No exceptions. But that is
You know what? Fine.
see her
You know what?
for who
Fine.
she was.
Grim, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you on stream. Or I'm gonna call you after right now.
My mom suggested
All right,
we all
bro.
take a
Hold on.
Mexico trip one weekend.